So we're not going to mess around with a lot of talking. We're going to get right into the list. And the very first trick that I want you to learn is gaps, hitting gaps. Now you're probably thinking, wow, little tiny, impressive, super, yeah, let me just go under this fence rail. No, that's not what I mean. Start with big gaps, because at the end of the day, hitting a gap just means making the quadcopter go where you intend for it to go. And so working on gaps will just start to make you a better pilot overall. And if you can't, like, pick a gap, like this, look at this gap between these two branches. It's a giant gap. Don't worry. As a beginner, it may freak you out just a little bit. As you get better, you're going to start hitting smaller and smaller gaps like this one, right? But you just want to be able to make the quad go where you want it to go. So, start by hitting gaps. When you do a gap, in the beginning, you're going to want to line up at a great distance from the gap and just fly straight at it, making as few adjustments as you can. And paying attention to if you're like offline for the gap. So if as I'm getting close to the gap, oh look, I'm climbing, right? Rather than trying to make just a rapid correction, just go around. Just miss the gap, go around, stop. Just line up that gap, be headed straight towards it. Find the position on your sticks that causes you to just go right to that gap and go through it. And as you get better and better, you can start working on smaller and smaller gaps, tighter and tighter gaps, more and more impressive situations, you know. But just be able to fly through gaps. You should know that if you have your throttle raised, you'll be pulled in the direction that you were going. Whoops, almost crashed there. So just take a look here. If I leave my throttle up, it's going to pull me away that direction. Whereas if you lower your throttle all the way to 0, you'll still go that direction just a little because the motor's idles. So you want to get to low throttle for this move. And you want to think about which way you're going to get pulled and approach from the other direction. So if we do a gap where we know we're going to turn left, we know we're going to get pulled a little to the left, so we'll want to approach slightly from the right side. And get pulled just to the left and right through the gap. Oh my god, what am I doing? Am I rolled to the right? Oh no, I am rolled to the right, aren't I? Yeah, I see. Huh. So you initiate the move. Sorry guys, I know what my fingers are doing, but I can't explain it. What you're going to do is you're going to initiate the move with a roll to the left so the quad moves left, but then you're going to yaw and roll right to keep the move going, because it's going to want to straighten out. Anyway, look at my sticks. I don't know. I'm kind of doing both, depending on what the quad is doing. I see. I'm kind of doing both depending on what the quad is doing. Sometimes rolling to the right, sometimes to the left. Pretty much always yawing to the right, though. But I'm keeping the quad tilted to the side, to the outside, and I'm pitching forward, definitely.